Howdy, folks. How is everybody tonight? Happy Sunday to y'all. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me see. Who have I got with me here so far? Am I coming through loud and clear? Let's see. Am I coming through loud and clear? Am I coming through? Yes, I am coming through loud and clear. Let me see who have I got with me here so far. We've got Entertainment Wizard. We've got Beetlejuice. We have got Saturn Video. Sick Jim is here. Witch Hunter. El Chewy Gringo. Got Eddie here. What's up, Eddie? How you doing, man? Got Sydney McGrail. How you doing tonight, Sydney? Hope everything's good with you. We got Beyond the Grave Media. What's up? Yeah, there is a lot to cover tonight. Lots going on in the world of physical media. And we've got some movie news as well. So, Bog Zombie is here. Al is here. We've got Dave here. Excited for all the coming releases, as am I. We have Blair here. Blair, thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
Blair Hathaway says, "His equals legend."
Wow, very kind. I don't know. I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. What's up, Scratch Burno? Dylan. Got American Muscle Car Club here. Got Dream Emulator, Matt. How you doing tonight, sir? Really enjoyed that last video of yours, the summer horror movies video. Great stuff. Great stuff. Astro Juicy's here over on Twitch. We got Mike here. We got Thurlin Weirdo. How you doing, Weirdo? Joe Reese. Yeah. Got Alan Kostick, the Horror Fanatic. Chris B is here. Mark Allen is here. Brad is here. Brad, hope you're well. Hope you and the family are doing well. Got Ryan here. My buddy Swaggy's here. Got Charlie here. Swaggy, since you're the master of style and of swag, if there's anybody in the chat who's needing some swag advice, what swag advice could you bestow? If there's anybody out there who really want to get their game up, you know, like they want to impress that special someone, impart some of your swag knowledge on us, please. We got Beasley here. Redbeard's here. How you guys doing? Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to Matt's channel, Dream Emulator, definitely go over and check him out. He's doing some great stuff over there. He just started his channel not long ago, and he's doing some good stuff over there. Got Justin Marino here. Pumpkin J. We got Ben here. Ben, how you doing tonight, sir? Sundays are for the cardboard enthusiasts. You're damn right. How you doing, Sean? Got Justin Marino here. A gold chain. Justin's is a gold chain. Are gold chains still in? Are those, or are they coming back? As a master of swag, I say buy Jinkos and a pinky ring. I agree about the Jinkos. I wholeheartedly endorse Jinkos. There's no doubt about that. Hey, Sean. Heroic Waffles is here. Vengeance Falls is with us over on Twitch. Basti L is here. You like my Beetlejuice pumpkin back, or Beetlejuice? You like my Halloween 2 pumpkin back there, Beetlejuice? Thank you. I got the pumpkin from Spirit Halloween. I managed to grab one online before they went before they sold out. And then I heard that they actually got a second run in, and those sold out pretty quick too. I did a full unboxing of the thing. If you want to check that out, that video is on my channel. Swaggy says shop at TeePublic. Well, there just so happens to be a TeePublic link in the description, and I would highly encourage y'all to check that link out. And TeePublic, a lot of great stuff over there. I know this gentleman right here really loves TeePublic, and that's Hollywood Jeremy. That's right. Let's keep Hollywood Jeremy on the screen for a while. Why not? He just brings good luck wherever he goes. Let's just keep him right over there. He is. There we go. Hollywood Jeremy. Oh, by the way, I'm doing a giveaway right now. And there's a couple of different ways you can win. I'm giving away the new Synapse Films Demons and Demons 2 4Ks. There is a short on my channel all about how you can enter that giveaway. So check out that short video. There's also a post in the community section on my channel, which gives you another opportunity to enter to win both of these 4Ks. And also over on my Instagram, I'm giving away the 4Ks and the standard Blu-rays. So multiple chances for you to win either the 4Ks or the Blu-rays for Synapse Films, Demons, and Demons 2. Let me find that short really quick, and I'll post it. I'll post it in the chat. But that short gives you all the information that you need. And again, Instagram, it's just at pizowell. That link is in the description as well. So if you want to win some cool stuff. All right, so here is the link to the short. On my YouTube channel, that gives you all the information that you need. Let me post it over on Twitch too. There you guys go. And if you're not following me on Instagram, those links, or that link is in the description. So, yeah. Also, I want to wish a happy 25th birthday to Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. 25 years ago today, that film was released. And that's a film that holds a very, very special place in my heart. It was the end of an era, I think, that Paramount Friday the 13th era. And it's definitely not the best of, of that era. But it holds a very, very special place in my heart. So, I believe it's 25. Isn't it 25? It came out in 89. Is that not? No, wait a minute. That's 35. I can't count. 35. I wish it was. If it was only 25 years ago, that means I would be 10 years younger than I am now. So, wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. But yeah, 35 years. Yes, thank you. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, 25 years. I don't know. That didn't even sound right when I said it, but I went with it. So yeah, 35 years ago, Friday the 13th Part 8 was released. I see Dave saw it in theaters. Did anybody else happen to catch it in theaters when it first came out? I did not. But, I rented it. More than once. I caught it on TV many, many, many times. It was always, and it holds a special place in my heart, but it's also kind of a bittersweet thing for me. Like whenever I watch it, and at the end, when the darkest side of the night is playing, it just kind of hits me in the feels, because every Friday the 13th on USA Up All Night, it was all Friday the 13th. So every Friday afternoon, I would come hopping off the school bus, so excited that, my weekend plans were done. My weekend plans were set. It was Friday night with Rhonda Shear. It was Saturday night with Gilbert Gottfried, and Friday the 13th. And how they would do it on USA was like they'd play them during the day too, but then they'd play them at night. And of course, I'm watching them all. And on Sunday, late Sunday afternoon, early Sunday evening, the very last one they would play was Jason Takes Manhattan. And it was always sad knowing that at the end of Jason Takes Manhattan, when that music was playing, it would remind me oh man, the weekend is over. It's no longer, Friday the 13th is behind me now. And tomorrow I got to go back to school. Oh. So even now, when I watch Jason Takes Manhattan and I hear that song at the end over the credits, it's just such a weird feeling. It's bittersweet, but yeah, I don't know. I love the movie, and yes, happy 35th birthday to Jason Takes Manhattan. Jeez. Anybody out there have any fond memories of Jason Takes Manhattan they want to share? Your dad went with you to see it, Orman. You were 14. Wow. Wow. I love Jason Takes Manhattan. Yes. Yes. Love that movie. Love it to death. Tim, how you doing tonight? I saw that Selmer Slash. It's actually the mask that was worn during the Times Square scene. That one's going up for auction soon. I wonder how much that'll go for. I wonder what kind of money that will that piece will attract. Is that of all the masks, and you know they used several masks during the making of that movie, that would be the big one to own, because that was in the infamous, you know, the Times Square scene. So did you hear Rhonda Shear said she's doing an Up All Night special this November? I did hear something to that effect. Is that going to be on where's that going to be? I think I saw her tweet something about that. I didn't really pay that much attention. Where's that happening? What's up, Distorted Visions? Yeah, I've got a one sheet, an original one sheet for part 8 too. I meant to take it. I took it with me to a convention last year that Kane Hodder was supposed to be at, but he had to cancel. So I've still got him. I've got an original part 7 and an original part 8. I was going to have him sign, and I've still not hung them up. They're still rolled up in tubes because I'm going to probably. I mean, he'll be at Scarefest this year, so and I think pretty much Jeremy's. You know, we're going to be going to Scarefest at least one day. So if Jeremy lets me have any money, if there's any money left after everybody he wants to meet, I may get Kane Hodder to sign those for me. I remember Captain USA. I remember him. I do indeed. Meeting with Screambox. Okay, Screambox. Well, I hope it happens. I mean, it'll be a nice little nostalgic thing. I'm not that familiar with Scream. I'm guessing that's a subscription thing, kind of like Shudder, right? I've heard of it, but I'm not that familiar with it. If she does do that in November, I think it'd be worth subscribing, at least for November, for the walk down memory lane. What's up, Horror Collections 13? Hope you're doing well. Sunday's going good. Hope yours is. It's the first one you saw. Always be your... Yeah. I wish I could remember what order. I know part 7 was the first one I saw, but I don't remember what order I saw the rest in. I wish I did. No, we've not talked about any physical media releases just yet. All I did talk about so far are the Demons giveaways that I'm doing on my channel and on Instagram. If you've not entered those, I've got a short video on my channel talking about how to enter to win the 4Ks. And over on my Instagram, I'm giving away the 4Ks and the Blu-rays. So, and we've wished Friday the 13th Part 8 a happy 35th birthday. Yeah, Jason had that ability in Part 8. He could pretty much, he could be anywhere and everywhere. He could teleport. He was, he was a force of nature. He could walk on the, he didn't swim, from where the boat sank to, the harbor there. He was on the bottom just walking along. That could be a whole movie by itself. Or at least, like a short, like Jason walking on the bottom of the sea. Like a shark attacks him and he just guts the shark. And Like an octopus attacks him, and he's just like cutting through the tentacles. I'd watch that. Want that toxic sludge to turn him back to the... Have you seen the deleted scene of him of young Jason swimming around inside adult Jason's mouth? How could they have cut that scene? What a great scene. How could they have cut that? The world needs Up All Night to return. It's a nice thought, but it's, I don't know, things have changed. Things have changed. I don't know if it'd be the same. I just don't know. Okay. That's cool, Tim. It was your first Friday and you shared it with your wife. That's cool. That's cool. Your first Friday was part 3 in the theater. Man, that would have been cool. Yes, that was the VHS. That was the back of it. Yeah, him breaking through the little porthole with his mask and grabbing. Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah, I would watch him sometimes when I spend a lot of weekends with my grandmother, and I would watch him with her too. Yeah, well, I would watch him at her place. I don't remember. She would watch him with me. I mean, she would watch Friday the 13th movies with me. She didn't care. But, yeah, I watched him at her place and with her. What's up, Caniac? Screenbox is a service owned by Bloody Disgusting. Okay. All right, I'll have to look into that. Somebody threw a 60-inch TV in the road? And wow. Not bad. Not bad, Selma. That's finders keepers. Finders keepers. What's up, Frightful Night Media? Sorry, guys, I'm just catching up with the chat here. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? I would like to. The Trap's coming out this weekend. I want to see it. Or I guess. Well, yeah, technically next weekend. I do want to see it. Yeah, I do want to see it. I think it looks pretty good. I love the Hell House movies. And I really like the last one. And they're doing another one. So, bring them on. Bring them on. I've liked all of them. So, let's talk about some physical media. We got some pretty big physical media announcements and one big reveal that happened recently. The big reveal, of course, was the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K. And we knew that one was coming. We were just waiting for the reveal. And we got the reveal of what the packaging is going to look like. We're going to get a standard edition and a steelbook. And here they are. The standard edition is that one there on top. And yes, that is Freddy. But it's from part 3. It's from A Nightmare on Elm Street part 3. Not a bad image of Freddy. Definitely not a bad image of Freddy. Just Wrong movie. Wrong movie. I would prefer that to like some bad Photoshop stuff that we get nowadays. Even though it's the wrong movie, still, I'd prefer that to the Photoshop stuff. Then we get to the Photoshop stuff on the Steelbook. And at least on the inside of the Steelbook there, they got the right Freddy. At least they got that right. Now, the artwork on the Steelbook I don't think it's horrible. But Freddy is a lefty on that artwork. Freddy's a southpaw on that artwork. And of course, on the back of the Steelbook, we have the image that's from like the Blu-ray set. And there's been a lot of criticism of course. This was an in-house release. And most likely the job of coming up with this artwork was given to an intern who most likely had never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street film. They just Googled Freddy Krueger, and there you go. That's how you got the slip. And I don't, where this, again, the Steelbook artwork, I don't think it's awful. It's kind of lazy. It's kind of blah. Again, Freddy's left-handed in it. So I don't know. A lot of criticism has been thrown at the artwork for these releases. And it's not great. But what matters is how's the 4K going to look? How's it going to sound? Are we going to get any new extras? I'm highly, highly doubting we're going to get any new extras on this release. I think our only hope really is that they really put some effort into this 4K restoration. I think that's where our hope really should go, is to the 4K restoration. Hopefully it's a bang up 4K restoration. But we'll see. I don't know. What do y'all think of this artwork? What do y'all think? Thank God custom slipcovers exist. Listen, if you're in the custom slipcase market, or if you're a creator of custom slipcases, business has got to be good for you lately. That's for sure. They do the lefty stuff with Myers a lot too. Drives me nuts. At least we got it. Yeah, at least we're getting it on 4K. Again, hopefully the 4K is good. Hey, what's up, Andy? How you doing? CMJ says no special features. Is that confirmed? That are you saying no special features, period, or no new special features? I like the color scheme and the stripes, but other than that, meh. Yeah. Again, at least they got Freddy on the inside of the 4K right. At least it's not like remake Freddy. At least it's not remake Freddy, on any of this stuff. At least when you open it, Willa Ford's not staring at you. At least we don't have that. We got on the Friday the 13th, that the steel box set. You know what I mean? At least we don't have that. The series just deserves so much better. I know. The standard release has that old snapper case DVD art. Yeah. Well, and that was I think that was like on the VHS too. So, I mean, that's old art. That was on the VHS release of, one of the later VHS releases for A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. So that artwork's been around for a long time. I'm not going to lie, I was really disappointed with the artwork choice for these. I just think it's lazy and it deserves more. Yeah, I mean, lazy is, like I said, it's probably an intern got this gig And, you know, they just kind of threw it together. You can always tell with these in-house produced things like this, or like the Friday the 13th still box set, or the original, or the Nightmare on Elm Street Blu-ray set. Like, it's done in-house, it's lazy, it's just kind of thrown together. You know, there's no love put into it, there's no heart put into it. You know, it could be much, much worse. It could be much, much worse. Again, at least there's no remake Freddy anywhere on this. You know? Let's see. You immediately thought of the Friday the 13th still box. Yeah. 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 The VHS stuff on the side is a nice touch. I don't know why these guys can't just use the original art. At the very least, it's usually bundled with the license. Yeah. I mean, that's, yeah. I mean, why not? It's like they never use the original art for these things. It's like they always have to do like some sort of newly commissioned stuff, or they have to, like, you know, do some photoshopped stuff. It's kind of like they think, well, if we put the original artwork on there, those dumb fans will just think it's the old release and they won't buy it or something. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. And you know, if it's a newly commissioned piece, they've had to pay somebody to do it, right? So I mean, that's like, you're spending that money for, I mean, we just want the original art. Honestly, most of us just want the original art because that's the art that we know and we love and we grew up with, and so on and so forth. The UK 4K has to be better than that. I mean, Charlie likes the steelbook art. Okay. I think you're the first person I've heard that have said that they like the steelbook art. I hope they make all the Nightmare on Elm Street films 4K. I mean, I wonder if New Line's going to do kind of like what Friday the 13th did. And maybe, you know, like next year we'll get part 2 on 4K, and then the year after we'll get part 3 on 4K, and then 4 on 4K, and then they'll end it. Like, that'll be it. There'll be no more 4K releases. The rest of them just won't get one, which is what they've done with Friday the 13th so far. Wait a minute. Did part 4 get a, or what? The steelbooks. Were those Friday the 13th steelbooks that came out? Those weren't 4Ks, were they? My brain's not working tonight. Now that you pointed out the Southpaw Freddy, I hate it. So maybe that's the plan. Like, next year we'll get part 2, and then the year after they'll do 3. I don't know. But there you go. That's the standard 4K on top there with the Nightmare on Elm Street 3 artwork. Again, it's, you know, it's good artwork. It's just the wrong Freddy. And then we have the steelbook artwork, which, you know, isn't awful. It's just kind of meh to me. And again, at least inside, they got the right Freddy inside the thing. So I'll give them that much. Yeah. Has anybody got the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K pre-ordered? When's that thing dropping anyway? When is it officially coming out? Anybody know? If you haven't dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I'd appreciate that. Thank you all for 52 likes on YouTube. Jeremy's never seen any of the Saw movies. He's never been interested to see one. He's never said he wanted to watch a Saw. I'm disappointed Trick or Treat isn't a 4K. I thought it was a 4K. I thought that was a 4K release. I'm still waiting to see what the UK version looks like. Pre-ordered on Amazon UK. One small step for man, one giant leap for man. We need to text to speech that one.
Michael Sullivan says, one small step for man, one giant leap for man.
Meh. Pre-ordered mine before the art came out. I think it's coming out at the end of the year after Christmas. Okay, wow. That's a lot. Man, they're really... I mean... They're really getting it in at the last minute for that 40th anniversary, right? Damn. Yeah, Trick or Treat is a 4K. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Dylan, your Opera 4K shipped. Ooh, let me check my email. I wonder if mine's shipped yet. I hope so. Come on, Severin, let's go. I actually got notification that my Vinegar Syndrome sale stuff shipped Friday. So I'm excited to get that stuff in. I don't see anything from Severin, though. Daggone it. I want to watch that Opera 4K. I got a bunch of other good stuff during that sale. So. But the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K was not the only big reveal that we got recently. Arrow hit us with their October slate of releases. And here we go. We got a bunch of good stuff here, both for the US and Canada and for the UK. So we got everybody's favorite Exorcist the Heretic. I'm kidding. We got the UK releases for The Exorcist 2 and The Exorcist 3. We're getting American and Canadian releases for the Hellraiser box sets. Those are beautiful releases, by the way. I got the Pinhead one last year, the UK release, and that is a beautiful, beautiful release. I've been tempted, the Chatterer box set. That's an Arrow site exclusive, and I've been tempted to grab that one as well, because that one looks really great too. We also got J-Horror Rising box set, which looks great. And of course the big one, Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat 4K. And it looks like we're getting two different versions of that one. So let's scroll through here. Let's take a look. This is the J-Horror Rising set. If anybody's familiar with any of these films, definitely let me know. This looks like a beautiful box set from Arrow. Actually, I have seen Norori, The Curse. I have seen that. But I don't believe I've seen any of these other films. So if you're a fan of any of these films, let me know. If anybody's going to be picking up the J-Horror Rising box set, let me know. And here we have the two Trick or Treat releases. And let's see the only thing that separates the two are they it's the same release, just, well, we have different posters and different slips. So what's the difference here between those? Somebody let me know. But let's look at this one first. This is beautiful. We get some lobby cards. We get a poster. We get a booklet. Do we have a list of extras here? I don't see a list of extras. Let's see. Do they have a list of extras here? Let's check. Diabolic. Here we go. Features. Brand new 4K restoration. Don't know if we have any new extras. Do we have any new extras on here? Looks like a lot of archival stuff. It looks like a lot of archival extras. So it's the 4K is the big new, just the 4K restoration of the film. That's the big thing here. Any big fans of Trick or Treat? Anybody grabbing these? Anybody got these pre-ordered already? The only difference is the slipcover? Okay. It's kind of what I was thinking, but I'm guessing that poster is reversible, of course. So, yeah. I think the original slip is exclusive site only and the poster is double-sided. That makes sense. Entertainment Wizards ordered both. Okay. You must be a big Trick or Treat fan. You've never actually seen Trick or Treat, Tim. Well, now's the time to change that. I think, when are these coming out? When are these dropping? When in October are they coming out? I'm sure they'll be out before Halloween, so that'd be the perfect time to check out Trick or Treat. The J Horror box set has some good stuff in it. Rory is definitely the headliner, but several of the others are decent too. Carved is probably the next most well-known. Cool. It's worth it for Rory and Persona alone. Okay. I'm going to be all over the J Horror sets. Oh, Ben's going to stick with his Scream Factory. Okay. All right. I'm sure I'll grab Trick or Treat too. I'm for sure getting Trick or Treat. Grabbing it. I am. October 27th. Yeah, so just in time for Halloween. Just in time for Halloween. What's up, Brian? How you doing? So, yeah. Trick or Treat. I'm excited to see Trick or Treat in 4K. I know I have a physical release of Trick or Treat. Is it the Scream Factory though? I don't remember. I only really watched Trick or Treat around Halloween, and I don't think I watched it last Halloween. So, I'm excited to revisit it this Halloween and in 4K. I'm dissatisfied Trick or Treat isn't an Arrow box set release. What's up, Derek? How you doing? So yeah, Trick or Treat looking good on 4K. Too bad we don't have any new extras to go along with it, but I'm sure the 4K restoration is going to be good. Looks like, the poster's cool. The booklet looks cool. A couple of different slipcases. Not bad at all. Oh, and here's that Chatterer Hellraiser Quartet of Torment set. Beautiful. Beautiful. Did anybody pick up the UK release for this last year? Big Crack Rock. I'm undecided. The blue looked pretty good already. Okay. Matt needs to see it also. Okay. Hey, now's the time. Now is the time. The Scarlet box set is really good too. That's a beautiful set as well. There's been some really nice box sets for the Hellraiser movies, at least the first 4 Hellraiser movies. So, you have the Chatterer version. Nice. And now this set does have the Hellraiser Bloodline work print. I did a review of the work print last year. Go check that review out. I really like the work print. There's some surprising stuff in that work print of Hellraiser Bloodline. It really does make it it's a different movie. It's a better movie. But I love Hellraiser Bloodline already, so it was cool to see the work print version of it. It was kind of like seeing the producer's cut of Halloween 6 again. So, Reggie, you enjoyed the Suburban Commando watch party last night. It was a first time watch for you. That well, it was the first time I watched it in probably 20 years. No, God, no, longer than that. Holy crap. Much longer than that. So a lot of it was new to me as well. And yeah, if you missed last night's Suburban Commando watch party, it's on my Twitch channel. That was a fun one. That movie, my God, how that movie got made. I mean, wow. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I do consider the Terminator is pretty much. I mean, it takes a lot of cues from horror movies. So I don't consider it necessarily a horror movie, but yeah. There's definitely some horror movie elements up in there. Are there any Hellraiser Blu-ray sets? There's the Scarlet box set, and then there was another box set that was just the first 3. And I think this, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Scarlet box set was only a UK release. But there was a standard box set of the first 3 that were Blu-rays, and I think that was available in the US. So you could look into that. The Scarlet box set's long out of print, but that other box set might still be. I don't know. Todd ordered the Chatterer box set yesterday. Nice. It's sad most physical media convos are about which version you're going to keep. Tired of re-releases. I mean, I feel you. I can, when you're upgrading from like a standard Blu-ray to a 4K, I totally get that. But when it's like different versions on the same format, just with like, hey, here's a new extra, here's some new packaging. Yeah, it gets, yeah. I mean, we've all got multiple copies of all the big classics in our collections, I'm sure. God knows I do. So. Gloom Bloom says the Terminator is absolutely a horror film because it's a sci-fi horror where the sequel became an action sci-fi film. Yeah. Terminator scared you as a kid? I mean, it should have. I mean, freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger was a beast. Let's see. Let's go back here. So there's the Chatterer, Quartet of Torment. Then there's the Pinhead. By the way, I did a video on this release last year. Go check that video out for a full in-depth close-up look at that release. But yeah, I'm excited for Trick or Treat on 4K, and I'm excited for the J-Horror box set. Always good, some good J-Horror every now and again just really, hits the spot. I saw Exuma recently on Shudder and enjoyed it. I think that was a Korean film, but in the same ballpark. So if you've got Shudder, check out Exuma. It's good stuff. Andrew's been dipping back into his old DVDs. Well, I mean, I've got a lot of nostalgia for some of those old, especially the old Anchor Bay releases of like the Halloween movies and mostly the Halloween movies when it comes to those Anchor Bay releases. Those are definitely nostalgic for me. With the old school menu screens and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I did a review of that 4K. I thought it looked fine. I thought there was nothing wrong with it. I thought it looked fine. But yeah, it went to a budget release pretty quickly. And look, I don't recall seeing any AI in that one. So, am I excited for The Crow? That guy right there is excited for The Crow. I'm cautiously optimistic for it. I don't know if I'm going to see it. There's no doubt I'm going to see it. I'm just I'm cautiously optimistic. You got your Scarlet box set. Oh, you got the U.S. Okay, so there is a U.S. release of the Scarlet box. Okay. I'm sure it's long out of print, though. But the standard box set might still be in print. I don't know. Hey, Antonis, how you doing, man? Ben's excited for Trap. Yeah, I think it looks good. I think Trap looks good. This is the first M. Night Shyamalan movie I've been kind of excited about for a very, very long time. So, yeah, looks good. Looks like it's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm all for it. Did anybody get out to see oh goodness, what was the big movie that came out this weekend? Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine. Anybody get out to see that? I think that one's made about a couple of $1 billion so far. You're going to go see The Crow and Alien in IMAX? Yeah, Jeremy's already talking about how August is going to be a busy month for us. Because we've got The Crow, we've got Alien Romulus, we've got something else planned for August. So he's already talking about how it's going to be a busy August for us. But I'm excited for Alien Romulus. I've not seen any of the trailers beyond the teaser. I don't really want to. I want to go into that one pretty much, all I need to know is that it's an alien movie. It's Fede Alvarez. And let's go. What's up, Horrors Galore? Date Night Mike. Well, that's just, Date Night Mike lives his life in a fog. I want to see Oddity 2. Yeah. I loved that director's his last movie, Caveats. That's another great one that's on Shudder. If you've not seen Caveats, check it out. But yeah, I've heard really good things about Oddity. It's not playing anywhere near me, though. But I do want to see it. Deadpool and Wolverine, crazy, funny, and bloody. We were going to see it today, but plans changed. Hopefully soon. D&W was hilarious. Not a big comic book movie fan, but I really dug it. Saw Deadpool and Wolverine a few hours ago. Reliably good stuff. Good to see yellow and blue Wolverine. I saw it last night. It was great. Really enjoyed it. Man, Swaggy was busy this weekend. Saw Deadpool and Wolverine, Twisters, and Suburban Commando. And I guarantee you, of the three, Suburban Commando was the best. I can stamp that one. There's no doubt about that one. Gonna go see Alien Romulus at a drive-in. Cool. Oddity is my favorite of the year so far. Nice. Have I tried the 5-layer burrito from Taco Bell? I think so. I think I've tried it. It's good. I'm almost positive I've tried it. I don't remember the last thing I ate from Taco Bell that wasn't at least good. D&W is a classic R-rated comedy. Push the boundaries for sure. Okay, interesting. Thank you all for 69 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I'm still worried about Disney interference in Alien Romulus. I'm on pins and needles. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. What's up there, Gourd Guts? Gourd Guts, 77. Nice name. Hey there, Piz. Hope you and Jeremy are enjoying this warm weather. Thank you. Yeah. I enjoyed the weather today because it was a little cooler today. So I enjoyed the cooler weather. I like cool weather. Is Jeremy excited to go to Spirit Halloween this week? Is that convention in Knoxville? I think that is this weekend, isn't it? And the Spirit Halloween in Knoxville is going to be open for that. Is that what you're talking about, Kevin? I think it is this weekend. So may have to head down there for that convention and treat Jeremy to some Spirit Halloween. God knows he's excited for it to open. Going to Flashback Weekend on Saturday. Going to meet Sam Raimi, Rowan Campbell, the cast of The Thing, and The Warriors. Man, that sounds like a fun weekend. Riordan. Awesome. Have fun. Piz, do you know what's happening with Mutilator 2? The last I heard was that there was a distributor interested. And they were working things out. So hopefully soon we'll have some news on Mutilator 2. Yes, the Video Dead watch party for my patrons and my channel members. That's going to be a fun one. Yeah, Video Dead is that'll be a fun one. I'll definitely have some of the good doctor on ice ready for that one. They need to bring back my grilled stuffed burrito. Maybe they will. You never know. When a 4K movie comes out, what do you do with your DVD physical and Superbit physical? Sell them to fund the new format. Sometimes I'll take them to like a used bookstore and trade them in for store credits. A lot of them I just kind of have in storage. There's a lot of them I don't want to get rid of, you know? Like those old Anchor Bay DVDs. I can't get rid of those. Too attached. Workman. Been watching my channel for a long time, but this is the first time joining a live chat. Oh, cool, man. Well, glad to have you here. Thoughts on RDJ as Doctor Doom? Yeah, I saw that. I mean, they got to do something to get people interested in the MCU again, I guess. So, kind of, I don't know. What it seems like an act of desperation to me, but maybe it'll work. It's made people excited. So, I mean, it's already working because people have not been excited for MCU stuff in a while, it seems like. Sean's going to see Corey Feldman live. Wow. You're in for a treat, ma'am. You are in for a treat. Let's talk about any fans of In a Violent Nature here. Who all went to watch and liked In a Violent Nature? I know I did. I enjoyed it a lot. The ending was a little but I enjoyed it. What's up, Bryce? What's up, DJ? Alyssa Milano starred Teen Wolf 3 is going to Flashback. Also looking forward to meeting Tom Atkins and Eli Roth. Cool. I know it's July, but you're excited for the Silent Night Bloody Night stream? Well, there's some time. There's some time before that one happens. But yeah, that's been a yearly tradition on the channel. I will definitely keep it going. Hi, Piz, met you briefly at Dead Winter Con in Kentucky. Wow, that was many years ago. Dead Winter. Wow. Yeah, I remember that one. I think they did 2 years of that one. I loved In a Violent Nature, loved In a Violent Nature, loved In a Violent Nature. Just saw In a Violent Nature Saturday night. Was way better than I had anticipated. Richard didn't care for it because of the ending. Okay. Kevin wants a trilogy. I liked it, but you were the only one in your theater. Really enjoyed it. Well, y'all are in for a treat because it was just announced, I think yesterday as a matter of fact, that we are going to be getting In a Violent Nature 2. It is in development. Per Variety, In a Violent Nature 2 is in development. Oh, and we even got the teaser poster. There it is. So we'll read just a little bit of this. Johnny, the bloodthirsty killer of In a Violent Nature, is headed back to the woods. IFC Films and Shudder announced that a sequel for the innovative slasher is in the early stages of development. In a Violent Nature largely follows the chaos caused by Johnny, a riff on slasher icons like Jason Voorhees. The camera stays with the killer, traipsing with him through the woods as he searches for his next victims. It was released theatrically in May and is one of IFC Films' 10 highest-grossing films of all time. It's currently still in theaters and on VOD, but will start streaming on Shudder on Friday, September 13th. How fitting. Are we going to get a physical release, though? I sure hope we get a physical release. But as the dude who directed the first film, Chris Nash, is only going to be writing the second one, according to this. He's not going to be directing. In a Violent Nature demonstrated that there continues to be a yearning for new perspectives in the horror landscape. We knew immediately that this distinctive take on the slasher would enthrall fans and are glad to see the community embrace a new slasher icon in Johnny. With the sequel, we aim to prove that Johnny can be bigger, meaner, and his kills can only get more impressive. So it sounds like we're sticking with Johnny for part 2. Are we going to be following him the same way? Is it going to be structured the same way as the first movie? I don't know. I liked In a Violent Nature a lot. I think I remember mentioning in my review of it that if they do a sequel, like, is it going to be in the same perspective? Are we going to be just following Johnny around? Or, I mean, that definitely worked, I think, for this movie, because we saw the slasher movie from a completely different perspective. But doing it again, I don't know. Unless it's just, it's just like, bang, 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 bang. Unless there's just, less walking, more slaughtering. But I don't know. I read a physical release will be October 22nd. Okay, cool. Definitely want to add that to my collection. So In a Violent Nature 2, coming soon. Yes, I saw the TV Glow a lot. That's one of my favorite movies of the year so far. So there you go. Johnny will be back. Johnny will be back. This just came to mind, like, they just mentioned, like, it's a riff on Friday the 13th. The movie made a ton of money. They're going to do a sequel. And it's like, but where's Friday the 13th though? Like, we can get movies that are inspired by Friday the 13th that do really well at the box office, that are going to spawn sequels, but we can't get an actual Friday the 13th? Like, how sad is that? Yeah. Ay, 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 ay. What's up, Steve? How you doing? What a segue. Thank you. We loved In a Violent Nature. Cool, cool. The ending kind of ruined it. I don't know. The ending... I mean, I get what they were doing with the ending. And, you shift perspectives and, I get it. But it just kind of came... I don't know. It was too long. I liked seeing the lady from Friday the 13th Part 2 in there. That was great. It just seemed too long. It seemed like they were setting something like Johnny was going to jump out or something, but he never did. And I get like they were, I don't know. It was too long, and it didn't ruin the movie for me, but it kind of, I don't know. I still really liked In a Violent Nature, and I'm excited for the sequel. We'll see what they do. Johnny Takes Manhattan. That's an idea. That's an idea. Imagine all the hockey mask popcorn buckets. I know. I think he will give Art the Clown a run for his money. Well, since you mentioned Art the Clown, we got the teaser for Terrifier 3 recently. What did everybody think about the Terrifier 3 teaser? I expected that, but I think that was what they were. I mean, that's what they were setting it up to be, and then they didn't. So I mean, they were kind of playing with our expectations there. But Terrifier 3. Everybody excited for Terrifier 3? We saw the teaser recently. What was everybody's thoughts on the teaser? Art the Clown on the holidays. A new holiday classic. The Blood Angel. Good stuff. Good stuff. Beetlejuice liked it. Redbeard is hyped for T3. I do, and I've said this before, but I think it's cool that it's going to be a Christmas movie. We needed another Christmas horror movie. And this is it. That's how you do a teaser? Yeah. Yeah, I saw that Damien Leone, he mentioned on Twitter that we haven't seen anything yet as far as the blood and gore is concerned. So, but I mean, I hope, like Terrifier 2 was bloody and gory, but it was also really fun. So I hope the fun factor is still there. I hope the fun factor is even higher in this one. Because, just gore for gore's sake, that gets old to me. That's easy, I think. That's lazy. But if you can have fun with it, then you know, it'll be great. I love the Christmas theme. Wish it was coming out around that time. Nothing like Art the Clown to get you in the festival season. When is Terrifier 3 coming out? What's the release date on that? Can't wait to see Damien Leone and David Thornton at the Silver Screen Con. Okay. Super Tenor, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hey, C-Rad, just rewind back in the stream a little bit, and you'll get to it. You'll get to my thoughts on the Nightmare on Elm Street artwork. It wasn't that long we were talking about it. I'll just rewind a little bit. October 11th. Okay. Which, I mean, better they released it in October than, you know, around the holidays, even though it's the Art the Clown Christmas special, but better in October. What's up, Alex? How you doing? Bagman is another horror movie coming out, and another one called Afraid, about an I think I've seen the trailer or something for Afraid. Jeremy's never really mentioned Art the Clown. He's not seen either of them. He knows who Art the Clown is, but he doesn't, you know, he doesn't really talk about him very much. And he's not seen either of the movies. He'd probably like him though, because, you know, he loves bloodshed. He loves, you know, big body counts. So he's bloodthirsty. Yeah, you know, that's probably the plan for Frightful Night Media. Get the movie out in October, get that physical release out around, you know, the holidays. Yeah. I've not seen the jacket, Alex. Not seen it. Yeah, I was actually talking about Trap a little while ago. I'm excited to see it. I think it looks pretty good. So just a reminder, I'm giving away the upcoming Synapse Films 4Ks for Demons and Demons 2. I'll drop that link in the chat. Go check out that short. There's also a post in my community section as well. So check out that short. I just posted the link in the chat. And then go check out the community section on my channel for your chance to win these 4Ks. Or go over to my Instagram. I'm giving away the 4Ks and the Blu-rays. So the link to my Instagram is in the description. Or just go search pizowell on Instagram for your opportunity to win some demons. And by the way, I was watching this just a little while ago before the stream started. It looks really good in 4K. Art the Clown too scary? I think Jeremy, I don't know, I think Jeremy would like Art the Clown. I think Jeremy'd like him. He's creepy. He you know, he takes pride in his work. He enjoys his work. So, you know, Jeremy's all about the body count, man. So, Any questions? Oh, by the way, I am working on the next Movies That Made Us stream. I have locked down one guest already. He is a YouTuber. I'm sure all of you will know his name when I announce it. And I'm trying to lock down another guest. I've reached out to a couple of different folks. I just haven't heard anything back yet, but I'm hoping to have that stream go up next Sunday. So keep your eyes peeled if you're not following me on social media. All those links are in the description. Christmas, Bloody Christmas. I have seen it. I didn't really care for it. I didn't care for it. No, I didn't hear about that release from Kino, but I did hear that Kino is releasing Nightlife, which is it was a USA premiere movie that came out in the early 90s. It's been on my list of movies that need a new release for a long time. I'm excited that that one's coming out. So that one will definitely be a pre-order for me. Definitely excited for that one. Really enjoyed that first Movies That Made Us stream. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So, yeah. Yes, Nightlife with Ben Cross. Yes. I remember liking that one a lot back in the day. So, excited to see it on Blu-ray. Yes, Jeremy is excited for Beetlejuice. He is excited for Beetlejuice. Yes, he is. So, when's that one coming out? Is that one coming out in August, or is that like September, October? But yeah, we're going to see that one. I saw that Deep Blue Sea is 25. I know. Did you watch Cinema Sick? Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff. I've not seen any of his stuff in a long time, though. Is he still active? It's been a long time. September 13th. Well, as long as it gets a physical media release sometime soon, I'll be happy. I'd like to add in A Violent Nature to my collection. I do like The Dark Knight. Yes, I like that movie a lot. That's the only movie I've ever been to a midnight screening for. It was a really fun midnight screening too. It's a packed house. People were dressed as the Joker. It was a good one. It was a good one. So yeah, love that movie. Oh, his channel is called what now? Retro Rest Stop. Oh, so he changed. He's no longer Cinema Sickness. He's Retro Rest Stop. I guess that's why I've not seen him in a while. He's rebranded. The man's rebranded. What YouTubers do I watch on the reg? I mean, there's a lot. Let's see. I like Flesh Wound Features. I like Dream Emulator's channel. I like Chris's channel. Chris, where are you? I like his channel. Let's see. Hold on. Let me pull up my subscriptions here. Who have I got on my subscriptions? Aaron Penn, Pynn. He talks a lot of physical media. I watch his stuff regularly. Rambo Raff, of course. Man, Rambo Raff's been in the game a long time. He's an OG. Let's see, who else have I got here? I got Mid-Level Media. I got Planet CHH. I got Geriatric Geek. I got Film Threat. I got Mr. H Reviews. I've got World Class Bullshitters. I've got Midnight's Edge. Got Dead Pit. I've got Visited by Voices Network. Got my buddy Garrett's channel, Born to be Rad. So, those are some of the main ones. Ryan 1988, he's another OG, been in it forever. Basement Blues. So, there's some. Sinistalker. I'm not familiar with him. I'll have to look him up. Oh, no, I've not watched anything Cool Duder in a long time. Disconnected Streams or Interviews. That name sounds familiar. I don't know if I've... Let me look him up. I'm pretty sure I follow him on social media. But I don't know if I knew he had a YouTube channel. Oh, here we go. Here's... Oh, here he is. Okay. Okay. I have subscribed. I'm pretty sure I follow him. I didn't know he had a channel. You actually ran into Born to be Rad at a thrift store the other day. We were both digging through VHS tapes. That's funny. Never heard of Sinister Cinema. Richard Diaz is good. Vague Ramblings. Let me look him up. Vague Ramblings. Okay, I've subscribed. Oh, he's got a cool looking movie room. Nice looking movie room. Thank you all for 91 likes on the stream. Appreciate that. Tommy Wiseau is the best. Yeah, everybody knows that. Tommy Wiseau was the best Joker. you guys got any questions? Anything you guys want to discuss before we call tonight? What's on your mind? Let's turn the lights down low. Yeah, let's get intimate. Just dim the lights a little bit. There we go. Let's get intimate. Mark Hamill was a good, he was a good Joker, or the voice of the Joker for the animated series. Yeah, the animated series was great. I used to watch it all the time with Jeremy. So, yeah. Do I think Heath Ledger was the best Joker? I think his performance may be the most... I don't know. I think his performance may be the most iconic, really. I think, he was my favorite Joker. Because I think he made the Joker dangerous. Like the Jack Nicholson Joker was cool, but he didn't, and like, the Jared Leto Joker is just, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker is really good, but like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker is like that's, I don't know. That's like real. That's not super villain. That's just like, that's real. That's just a dude with some serious issues, Will I review Jaws 3 4K? I actually don't own. I don't own either Part 3 or Part 4 on 4K. I was going to get those steelbooks, but I just haven't yet. So, did not pick up any of the Arrow Giallo sets. No. The Texas Chainsaw Legacy movie? Is that the... I'm not familiar. Ever going to do a Sausage Factory reunion show? I don't know. I've kicked around some ideas. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I love I'm Dangerous Tonight. I did a review of I'm Dangerous Tonight not long ago. Check that out. Yes, I do have a TikTok, Wes. It's just search pizowell. I'm on there. Well, you just need to get in touch with Terry from Cemetery Gate Productions. I know he's very, like when you order a mask from him, it's usually about 6 months. Because, he stays pretty busy. So you just got to get up with him. I think his website's still out there. Cemetery Gate Productions. Just look him up, drop him an email, and there you go. When do I think Amazon will do pre-orders for Nightmare on Elm Street 4K? I don't know. Whenever they do, I will definitely post it. So if you're not following me on social media, do so. All those links are in the description. Yeah, I'm familiar with Michael Keane. Yep, yep. I'm a subscriber of his, but yeah, he's not done anything in a long time, or at least anything that I've seen from him in a long time. Do I have a favorite horror remake? Um, uh, well, I mean, John Carpenter's The Thing is a remake. That one's pretty darn good. David Cronenberg's The Fly was a remake. That one's pretty darn good. So, I guess I'd have to say John Carpenter's The Thing is my favorite remake. You're currently reading Carmilla, which is a vampire novella that predates Dracula by 25 years and kicked off the ladies who love ladies vampire subgenre. Nice. Very nice. I have not Supreme Pie. I've heard that actually that version of Leatherface is really good. I'd like to see it, but I've only heard tales of it. But I have heard that, yes, there is a good version of Leatherface out there. Frank Stallone is in the chat. My God, Frank, big fan. Big fan. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you're doing well. I actually did a review of Wheels of Terror a few years ago, Alex. You should check that out. What's my favorite of the haunted house genre? Ooh. Man. Well, I mean, Hell House LLC is a haunted house film, right? That would be way up there. The original House on Haunted Hill would be way up there. Oh, what's oh God, what's the movie with Mia Farrow in it? It just got a Blu-ray release and a 4K release not long ago. That one's really good. The Changeling is really good. There's some good haunted house movies out there. I love Nightmare on the 13th Floor. I did a review of that one a few years ago, and that one desperately needs a new release also. Yes. Love Nightmare on the 13th Floor. Yes, I do like the artwork on the Arrow Trick or Treats. I do. I do. No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't look like we're going to get any kind of box sets or anything for Nightmare. Just looks like it's not going to happen. How you doing, Dead Zone? Am I going to make Jason masks again? I don't know. I've got a few blanks left. I mean, if anybody wants one in time for October, in time for Halloween, I've got at least 1 or 2 part 5 blanks left. I think I have a part 3. And I've got at least 1 part 6 and a part 7. So if anybody does want a hockey mask in time for Halloween, hit me up. Is there a label that you have all of their releases? Gosh, no. I'd say maybe the closest would be, I don't know. I think I've got most of the Vestron Collector Series releases. That might be the closest, is the Vestrons. I've got most of those, I think. Trick or Treat or Night of the Demons on Halloween night? Why not both? Halloween night's a long night. Watch them both, man. That's my suggestion. Watch them both. The Haunting of Julia. Thank you, Alex. Yes, that's a great one. That's a great haunted house, haunting, ghost story, revenge from beyond the grave kind of movie. Highly recommend it. Yes, Kevin, I know. Yeah, new Hell House. I'm excited for it. I wasn't a huge fan of Infinity Pool. I was not a huge fan. Thought it was good, just not great. Can't watch Hell House alone? I feel you. I feel you. "68 Kill." I've heard of it. I've never seen it. Yeah, I do. I do want to pick up those masks. The John Carver Trick or Treat Studios masks. Are those up for pre-order yet, by the way? Let's see. Let's see what's going on over at Trick or Treat Studios. Let's see what they've got up for pre-order. Let's share the screen here. Let's check out. Let's take a look at everything that's going on over at Trick or Treat Studios together. Why not? Why not? Let me get Hollywood Jeremy off of there. Here we go. Let's see. Trick or Treat Studios. What's going on with Trick or Treat Studios? Got some pre-order figures. Gizmo. Got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre dinner set. Got some Gremlins 2 stuff popping off here. What else we got up for pre-order? Let's check out coming soon. There's the Thanksgiving collection. When's those? Doesn't have a date, does it? I'm also interested in the Lost Boys masks, especially the David mask. But that one doesn't have a date on it as well. Let's see, what's up with the new... Okay, so they got the Jason mask here. The Jason Goes to Hell mask up for pre-order. Let's see. Anybody interested in this one? I'm kind of interested in this one. Reissue of the Elusive Concepts Jason Voorhees mask. This mask was developed from the actual master of the mask, originally released in 1993. We got the old Dawn Post Freddy mask here. Let's see, what else have we got here? They got the Sloth mask. Jigsaw puzzles. Interesting. The Ghostbusters sign is cool, but $120. That's steep. That is steep. Now that Ghostbusters Slimer wall breaker, it's $375, but that thing is cool. That thing is cool. It's got one review. Let's see. What's the review? Oh, what? This item has not been delivered. Can you please add back to my pending deliveries? This is a pre-order item due to ship in September 2024. Got 132 thumbs down. Oh, Lord. Oh, the Phantasm mask. Yeah, I was interested in these too. There's a tall man doing his thing. And of course, these little guys, the lurkers, those look cool. Look at that. Those are cool. I think I like these more than I like the actual tall man mask. Those are pretty cool. Some Leatherface figures. The cook. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. Oh, my God. A Drexel Spivey figure from True Romance. Like... Oh my God. I mean, of course, I've got to get it. He comes with a shotgun and some Chinese food. My goodness. If only, he's even got his own tray of stuff. My God. If only he had like a thing in him, like you could press a button on him and he'd go, is it white boy day? Is it white boy day? If only. If only. That is a figure right there. My goodness. Alex, it's been a long time since I saw that movie. I remember Freaked being good, but it's been so many years since I've last seen it. Which flavor of the Good Doctor is my favorite? The menthol mint is my favorite. That's my favorite flavor. But the cherry is good. I'd like to try the grape flavor. But... You watched the OG Hell House and the new one Alone at 2 a.m. and was humbled? I think that mask looks pretty good. The 2022 Leatherface mask. You pre-ordered it a while ago. It looks pretty cool. What's up, Lurch? How you doing? The Freddy Krueger mask looks like Bigfoot. Am I going to buy The Strangers Chapter 1 on physical media? No, probably not. Probably not. A Drexel Spivey figure. Got to add that to the collection. Gotta. Oh, thank you all for 100 likes on the stream. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about before we call it a night? Any questions? Anything? Yeah, I've seen people post pictures of the new Strangers release. I wasn't a huge fan of that movie, so I probably won't add it to the collection. No, what is the McKay? Oh, yes, I did hear about that. Yeah. I heard people were like, yeah, that was crazy. You had to go to every McKay's location and get a card stamped. That's like, somebody broke it down and it was like 9 hours of travel to hit all of the locations in like one day, right? That was crazy. Crazy. My favorite book, American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. I wonder if I think I've got it around here somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. I've had this book for many, 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 many years. Many, many years. Let's just go to a random page and start reading, shall we? All right, random page in American Psycho. Bam, here we go. I get the feeling he's trying not to stare at me strangely. He turns back to his notebook and writes something down, then crosses something out. Jean walks in almost immediately, and she places the bottle of San Pellegrino and a Steuben etched glass tumbler on my desk in front of Kimball. She gives me a fretful, worried glance, which I scowl at. Kimball looks up, smiles, and nods at Jean, who I notice is not wearing a bra today. Innocently, I watch her leave, then return my gaze to Kimball, clasping my hands together, sitting up. Well, what's the topic of discussion, I say again. The disappearance of Paul Owen, he says, reminding me. Oh, right. Well, I haven't heard anything about the disappearance or anything. I pause, then try to laugh. Not on page 6, at least. Kimball smiles politely. I think his family wants this kept quietly. Understandable. I nod at the untouched glass and bottle, and then look up at him. Lime? No, really, he says. I'm okay. You sure? I ask. I can always get you a lime. He pauses briefly, then says, just some preliminary questions that I need for my own files, okay? Shoot, I say. How old are you? He asks. 27, I say. I'll be 28 in October. Where did you go to school? He scribbles something in his book. Harvard, I tell him. Then Harvard Business School. Your address, he asks, looking only at his book. 55 West 81st Street, I say. The American Gardens Building. Nice. He looks up impressed. Very nice. Thanks, I smile, flattered. Doesn't Tom Cruise live there, he asks. Yep. I squeeze the bridge of my nose. Suddenly I have to close my eyes tightly. I hear him speak. Pardon me. But are you okay? Opening my eye, both of them, tearing, I say. Why do you ask? You seem nervous. I reach into a drawer in my desk and bring out a bottle of aspirin. New print I offer? Okay, that's enough of that. Ooh. From the chapter entitled Girl. On a Wednesday night, another girl who I meet at MK and plan to torture and film. This one remains nameless to me, and she sits on the couch in the living room of my apartment. A bottle of champagne, Cristal, half empty, sits on the glass table. I punch in tunes, numbers that light up the Wurlitzer. She finally asks, what's that smell in here? And I answer under my breath, a dead rat. And then I'm opening the windows, the sliding glass door that leads out to the terrace, even though it's a chilly night, mid-autumn, and she's dressed scantily, but she has another glass of the Cristal, and it seems to warm her enough so that she is able to ask me what I do for a living. I tell her that I went to Harvard, and then started working on Wall Street at Pierce & Pierce after I graduated from business school there. And when she asks either confused or jokingly, what's that? I swallow, and with my back to her, straightening the new Onica, find the strength to force out a shoe store. I did a line of cocaine I found in my medicine cabinet when we first came back to my place, and the Cristal takes the edge off of it, but only slightly. Then bad things happen. So we'll save that for another stream. Those mask unboxing videos are great. I enjoy every one of them. Well, thank you, Michael. I did a watch along last night, Scott, on my Twitch channel for the Great Suburban Commando. All right, Bryce, take care, man. Somebody mentioned earlier in the stream that it's coming out either in September or October in A Violent Nature, physical media. What was the first video game I ever played? Probably Pac-Man. It was either Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man. What's up, Twisted Trucker? You make a great audiobook recorder? Well, thank you. Piz narrated audiobook. What's up, Bearded Bacon? How you doing? Yes, that happened often for you, Dream Emulator? Finding the Coke in the medicine cabinet? Well, folks, let's call it a night there. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight and shooting the bull and talking about some physical media releases, talking about Terrifier 3, talking about In a Violent Nature 2, talking about the 35th anniversary of Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. It's been a fun night. I appreciate it. Hope everybody had a good one. Just a reminder, again, giving away 4Ks of Demons and Demons 2 on my channel. I'll post the link to the short with all the details in the chat again. There it is. Let me post it on Twitch. There it is. And I'm giving away both the 4Ks and the Blu-rays over on my Instagram. That link is in the description. There's actually we're going to be doing a Video Dead watch party for my patrons and my channel members very soon. So if you're thinking about becoming a channel member or a patron, now's the time. We're going to have a good time watching the Video Dead together. So, alrighty, folks. Let's see. Let's do some shout outs here. Shout out to Wes Barr, GZDR for Ev, Riordan, Astro Juicy, and Vengeance Falls 1996 for hanging out with me over on Twitch. Let's see who's still with me over on YouTube. We got Derek here. We got Witch Hunter, Alex, Dead Zone, Scott, Dream Emulator.
Dream Emulator HVSC says, great stream per usual, thank you.
Thank you. El Chewy Gringo, Andy Shoemake, Philip Workman, Michael Sullivan, Beetlejuice, Usu, Charlie Varick, Swaggy G. Let's see. We had Bearded Bacon. We had Antonis here. Had Reggie 19, Bryce Bourne, Scratch Burno. Thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and hope everybody's week gets off to a good start. Take care, be well, and until next time, peace.